I'm Jarvis Barry, Executive Director here at Coatesville Youth Initiative. This is my 16th year with the organization. Not always in that role, but this is my 16th year with the organization, so obviously I love the community and the organization. We serve what's considered the greater Coatesville area, or 19320. And that's a pretty broad scope of land. We operate in what we call 4 pillars. Those pillars are community engagement, youth development, family engagement, and prevention. And in prevention, it's violence prevention, mental health support, mental health prevention, and substance use prevention. Service Corps is probably what we're most known for, but it's our what we call a summer internship program for high school students. So we bring on high school students. They get to go out in the community, different job sites, and actually work. And they get a summer stipend for the work that they do. And at the same time, they learn life skills from us as well as working. So we really try to get them immersed in the environment. And there's a whole thing about why we do that and self-confidence. We have an Incredible Years program for parents, and we have a Mom's Cafe, Parents Cafe. Both of those are designed to support the parents, but they also are purposely developed so that there's time with the kids too, and they do some activities with the kids. So we brought on a mental health aspect. And our ideal when we did apply for this grant and received it was, this isn't just a piece we're gonna add on to make this year cool or better or even impactful. It's an ideal we wanted to enhance the program forever. So we took it as a true testament of, like, let's use this as seed and scale. So truly looking at sustainability, and that's where this grant was humongous for us, because it gave us the opportunity to test things, to try something new, in a tried and tested program. And it gave us a chance to stumble. We've learned some things like, hey, this is working, this ain't gonna work. Kids want this, kids don't want this. So even in this final year, we're looking at this year, now is the year where we're going full-fledged ahead, and we think we got the program 100%, like this is how we want it. And now after that, we're ready to run it year after year after year. And it's something the community would see. You won't just see it starting and then ending. You'll see Service Corps has a mental health component. So if my kid's in this, not only are they getting this internship workforce development piece, but they're getting strong mental health support and mental health education. Our goal was to try to take that kid who they're about to fall one way or the other. And they need that extra support to pull them on that positive side and not go on the negative side. We would love to have a program with every organization in this community, because we feel only by doing that are we truly going to be able to reach some of these areas and have this huge impact.
Kelly Ragazzino, I'm the CEO here at Open Hearth. I've been with the organization for 26 years.
I'm Ashley Thornton. I'm the Financial Programs Manager. This June, I actually hit my 13th year.
Brad Pizarczyk. I'm a financial navigator. I work directly under Ashley.
Open Hearth's overall mission is to help people with housing, transportation, financial management. Transportation has been a huge barrier for as long as I've been working in this county. I think it has ranked in the top 5 needs. And so we're really proud that we're able to address it.
We were constantly trying to figure out, like, how can we bring transportation back to Open Hearth? Because just like Kelly said, it's always been a deficit in the county. You think of how huge Chester County is, and Jumpstart is an interest-free car repair loan. Right now, it's up to $1,000 for an individual. Brad sits down with them. He does their budget, because again, we don't want to put anyone in a stickier situation. We want to make sure that if someone needs car repair, let's get them there, but let's make it feasible to their lifestyle so we're not making anything more difficult for them. They have a year to pay it off, but we're very flexible because we understand life happens. But technically, the things that we like to put out there is that it's up to $1,000, pay it off in a year. Someone just, the basics, the up-to-date insurance, registration, license. So we do take a look at those basic things. So as you guys can all imagine, there's individuals who are a paycheck away from crisis. And so when car repair comes up, I think no matter what financial situation you're in, car repair is extremely stressful, because you think about, well, how am I going to get my kids to school? How am I going to get them to daycare? Now do I have to take time off work?
Individually speaking to these people, you can see that they're so thankful and so happy to pay this back, because they know that this funding is going right back to whatever they pay back. It's going to go right back to the pool that we use to help somebody else.
We had a gentleman who is in that program who required car repair for him to be able to get to medical appointments. And really thankful that we're able to partner with the Alliance to be able to meet this need right now.
And some might have 2 or 3 that day that they have to get to, and taking public transportation, it's hours and hours of their time out of the way that they can't get to and just be relied on. So, I mean, it's such a thing I take for granted every single day.
I'm Giovanna Wiley, President and CEO of Chester County OIC. OIC is Opportunities Industrialization Centers, and it's a mouthful, so we always say OIC for short. I always talk about OIC in 2 departments, right? So we have adult education, where we allow people to get their GEDs. So we have testing actually all over the county. We have 15 sites, but we also offer it right here at our building. And then we also have English language learners, so ESL classes. We serve about 400 immigrants each year and 100 students that are interested in getting their GED or high school equivalency. So our motto is helping people help themselves, which basically means, you know, we like to give people a hand up, not a hand out. And so even if a person came and said like, hey, Mr. Ajene, you're gonna help me with a job, right? Like, we're gonna give you all the tools that you need to get a job. We're gonna connect you to the proper networks, all those things, but we're not doing the work for you. All kinds of adults have come through the Work Enclave. It could be someone who previously faced incarceration. It could be, you know, a mother that had her child and she's just trying to like figure out the pieces and get back to work. It could be a senior or a retired person that's just like, I don't know what to do. We've even had people who just went through really traumatic life experiences and they don't know how to pick up the pieces, and the Enclave was a place of empowerment or a place for them to start over. And just noticing how stigmatized that demographic of folks can be has just driven us to want to offer more plentiful services.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Oler. I'm the Student Support Coordinator, in-house Professional Development Specialist, and one of our ESL instructors at OIC. Something that really brightened my day recently was I was talking with a community business owner in Westchester who recognized my backpack that has the OIC logo and said, oh, when I first came from Honduras, I took my ESL classes with OIC, and it was life-changing for me. He said that what he remembers most about the program is how welcome he was made to feel, both by the OIC staff and by the other participants. So what really stood out to him was how his background and strengths were really valued, and the other students as well. So he was able to learn about everyone's cultural backgrounds, and he learned about things that were totally new to him being in his class beyond just the language.
With this grant, you know, we have all of our workforce covered. We were able to use the $25,000 for workforce. And I was able to go to Kevin Ressler, President and CEO of Alliance, and say, hey, what would it look like to help us transform our building a bit, right? Because we have all these good trainings going on and it's covered, but it's not always a comfortable place, or it might be unpredictable of what it will feel like that day. And because we were able to use our $25,000 match to support our roof replacement and the HVAC replacement, I was able to go to another funder and say, hey, I have this match. Could you also match it? And they said yes.
Just watching our participants go from one program to the next program and then still walk through and say, oh, what's that? I want to do another program. It's just like, it makes me feel good about what they have in store for themselves and what they're thinking.